Yo, it's your boy Honcho's house. I'm back with a quick video. So today I wanted to talk about Broadday AGB. I got a crazy Broadday AGB story. Obviously, we know about Broadday on this channel because I covered the $330 million crypto heist, where apparently Broadday was somehow allegedly involved in that, acquired some millions, and people were saying he's the richest drill rapper now. So the reason I want to talk about this story now is because since Billy the Goat done his live with Fredo crashed out basically, and after Fredo left the live, Traplaw Ross, Walks, Tanks, they all hopped on Billy the Goat's live, right? And Broadday called up Traplaw Ross during the live and basically played some unreleased music. So I'm gonna give you a quick story about that. First, I'm gonna play the unreleased music just so you guys can hear it, and then we can go off of that. So look, let's play this clip for you. So this is the unreleased tune, yeah.
All right, we trying to hear the unreleased BA.
My security just dwarf, I'm alive. But go on though, Trap.
G6 Snotty Boys, we taking watches. What up, bro?
Oh no.
Tell me. Huh? Goose turn cord, low turn cord, the smelly got torch, butter turn cord. When it comes to drillers, I need an award. Active G6 fuck Stonebridge, fuck hybrid, Broadday
Hey.
drillers on license. These on my dick and I'm dodging a trident. Whistle on the hunting, make it silent. Free wave, we free Jada. London to New York, Jada swinging their razor. Cumberland Market got no paper. Hat in the Mosley, hat in the Agar. Then I drove wrongly and had thoughts about leaving the country. Or your little folks got you grumpy and made you fly up to and get donkeys. Try rob me, you must be silly. I ain't sincere when it gets to my Lizzie. In jar to flush my TV, came fresh home, foot bells in the glizzy. And I'm verified in the Bronx. I put a switch on my knocks. I keep a scap in my socks. I done more drills than K-Flock. When I come on now, put a pro, I get flipped.
Bro, man said he done more drills than K Flock.
Is that the guy making a song with that K Flux up?
Bro, I need to do my research. All right, we trying.
So look, that's basically the clip of the song, and as you can hear, there's an American artist on that song. Now I believe the American artist, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but I believe it's this guy here. Look, Yavi DG, yeah, you can see he's doing his thing. New York drill artist, I believe. And look, I think these guys are K-Flock's ops, right? Now, Broadday actually disses K-Flock in there. He mentions a few people, but look, this is the crazy story I've got to tell you about Broadday. So, this clip's just come out in the last couple of days, but I was with Traplaw Ross, right? I'm chilling. Me and my girl have just landed off of a flight. We're tired. We're sleeping. I'm getting a text on my phone. It's Traplaw Ross saying Broadday's active. I'm thinking, huh? What's he talking about? Broadday's active. What does that mean? So I'm like, let me just go see what Ross is saying. I go see what Ross is saying. This song is playing, and Ross is on FaceTime to Broadday. So I'm thinking, oh God, Broadday's there. Like, do I really want to chat to Broadday on the phone? I've done a few videos on him. Like, obviously, I've not said anything bad about him, but I'm just like, it's just this stuff is just long, innit? But I'm like, fuck it. Let's chat to Broadday. So Ross gives me the phone. He's like, I don't know if you know this guy. And Broadday's like, yeah, what's good, what you saying, blah, blah. He's like, listen. He's like, all you bloggers, you man. He's like, I've moved on. I ain't got ops in the UK anymore. I got ops in America. He's saying, I'm not replying to none of these little sneak disses from my UK ops. He's like, I got bigger ops to worry about now. So I got bigger ops to worry about. And he said something on the lines of, he's got a lot of money to put behind lawyer fees, innit? That's basically what he said. We didn't talk about the crypto thing, but he just said, look, I got a lot of money to put behind lawyer fees, so I'm good, like, whatever. And obviously, I know what he's saying in the song, and I said, yo, was that K-Flock on the tune? Me being an idiot, and he's like, nah, I dissed K-Flock's ops, bro. I dissed K-Flock's ops. And I'm thinking, no, sorry, I've completely said that wrong. He said, nah, I dissed K-Flock, bro. I dissed K-Flock. Like, these lot are K-Flock's ops. I'm thinking, whoa, okay, that's crazy. And I'm thinking, how's this guy inheriting US ops now? But anyway, so the tune is pretty cold. It needs to be mixed anyway. But anyway, so once I've heard this song, I'm hearing all the stuff he's saying. I've asked him, oh, what you're dissing K-Flock's ops? He said, no, I'm dissing K-Flock, dissing his ops. I'm thinking, right, then this American guy, Yavi DG or Yavi DG, he's going in on the track. And I'm like, okay, cool, this tune's cold. Then Broadday said, yo, we're going to do the video shoot. We're going to go to my man's hood. You man pull up. I want you to get the behind the scenes footage. Talking to me and Traplaw Ross. Traplaw Ross is like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm thinking about going there. I don't know. It would be great as long as nothing happened. But I'm also like, do I need to be going to a New York hood and be getting involved in whatever could be happening there? Cool, they might be good on their block, obviously, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I am. Like, I'm not trying to. I might roll there and look like one of their ops. Someone pulls out, could be game over for Honcho. So I'm like, I don't know about doing all of that. But at the same time, I want to see Broadday drop this tune, because on that little clip that I've played you can't really hear much. Like, you can't really hear the song properly, but the tune is cold. It's a cold drill beat. Like, we've heard a few snippets from Broadday doing this thing on the auto-tune and whatnot, but this one in particular is the one that will go off, bro. It is the one that will go off. And he doesn't mention anything about the crypto stuff in the song, but there's a part that me and Ross keep saying to each other. We can't stop saying it. At the end, he says, "Richest killers." So I'm thinking, richest killers, yeah? What does that mean? You must have a lot of money to be saying you're the richest killers. But obviously it makes sense considering this $330 million crypto scam that apparently the Camden Marley fraudsters were behind, and Broadday apparently acquired a bunch of millions from it. So look, I'll keep it real. Broadday's teeth were looking very brand new. And I said, yo, you got the plug for the veneers? And he said, I'm not going to lie to you, like, these ones are expensive though, innit? He's like, I paid 60 for these. I'm thinking, whoa, 60 bags? Yeah, I was looking to pay more, like 6. So he said, look, he said he's just got his temporary ones in at the moment. Once he gets them patterned, he's looking to shoot the video. So look, as far as I'm concerned, there's going to be a Broadday Yavi DG track coming out soon with a music video. And they're going to be at the hood. They're going to be doing all sorts of madness. It's going to be a crazy video. But I'm just waiting to see when this actually happens. Because this was literally months ago that I heard this tune and spoke to Broadday on FaceTime. This was months ago. Literally months ago. So seeing the clip come out now, you lot are just getting a bit. The song's getting a bit of light in the last couple of days. But it's been out for months. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't think the video has been shot so far. So I want to know what's going on with that. But look, we can't forget, yeah, Broadday was killing the drill scene at one point, bro. Like, Broadday was literally smashing the drill scene. If we go on YouTube and look, it's got this tune Morrison, I Made It, 1.8 mil. Him and Little Dots were a crazy duo. Like, let's not forget, bro. Broadday was doing his thing, bro. Super Demons, banger. Little Dots, Broadday. They were one of the coldest duos. Obviously, Little Dots now been sentenced to 17 years, along with 7 others who have got 116 years combined sentence for conspiring to buy a gun as part of a plan to go shoot Digga D. But look, let's not forget, bro. Broadday was active, bro. Broadday has got cold music. It's one of the coldest in the drill scene, I would say. And we definitely want to see some more music from Broadday. But what I can say to you guys, if you do see music from Broadday coming out, I'm sure it's going to be featuring a couple Americans. I don't know if he's out there. I don't know what where he's living or where he's residing. But as far as I'm concerned, Broadday's not interested in the UK ops no more. Like, Broadday's interested in American ops. So it's like, if you're interested in American ops, you got to be over there now to be actually getting into Paso with them. But I just find it mad. What do you lot think about that? Because it's just like, for a UK man to have American ops when you're not from that hood, but you're repping the hood, like, what do you lot think about that? I think it's a crazy move. But again, like, Broadday's smart. He knows what he's doing with the marketing. He knows we're going to talk about this. And look, I said to him, look, I speak about you a lot when it comes to the blogging stuff, because you say stuff and it's, you know, people want to hear somebody break it down and stuff. So I'm like, I hope you don't mind it. And he said, no, it's cool, man. Don't worry. Like, he never. I'll be honest. Broadday was calm on the phone. There was no animosity on the phone whatsoever. He didn't even get rude at all. He was completely calm. Like, obviously he was talking very gangster, but he wasn't like directing the stuff that he's saying at me or at Ross. He was being calm on the phone. So respect to Broadday for that. And I'm interested to see what his next drop is, bro, because I feel like if he'd have just dropped music when that whole crypto stuff was going on, bro, that tune would have blown. No matter the tune, if he would have just mentioned something about the crypto thing, it would have gone off. But at the same time, maybe he's not trying to talk too hot or whatever. And as I said, look, there was no animosity. He said, come to the music video shoot. You lot get the behind the scenes. And he was talking about doing an interview with Trap Law Ross, which hopefully happens. But again, we haven't seen that happen yet. But hopefully that's going to happen soon. So anyway, guys, what do you think about Broadday doing doing a New York drill, hanging out with a New York hood, inheriting their ops, or maybe he's made his own ops out there somehow. What do you lot think about that? Do you think that was a good move for Broadday or not? What do you lot think? I want to know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. And what do you lot think Broadday should do? Like, what do you think his next move should be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Honcho's House. Drop a like on this video. I'm out.